Hey everybody, what's up, man? Who doesn't love Punch the Monkey, right? He's the best, fool. Now, I'm sorry that World War III popped off a couple days late. We'll talk about it. So has World War III popped off? I'm about 20 days late on that prediction. Now, the E-files, as I like to call them, you can go E-file if you'd like, but then there's the E-files and then there's the E-files. Of course, they, started a war because they didn't want to talk about that. So today, Israel and the United States attacked Iran. All right, cool. I guess I don't remember voting for any of that, or even remotely. I thought we weren't doing any of that stuff, sir. Thought we were just going to lower some prices, maybe help out some Americans instead of some foreign nationals from other countries. Maybe you're going to get around to it at some point, whenever whenever they let you. Now, apparently, there's a lot of places on Earth that things are starting to dry up. That the Mississippi River's drying up. That there's a lot of places where water's disappearing. And in some of these time traveler videos, people are showing that there's no more water around Cuba, no more water around this area of the East Coast, but there's still a little bit, about 5 feet high of water in the Gulf of Mexico, in the Austin area, and the the coastlines, the Houston area is about 5 feet underwater, but certain areas over here, there's no water in some of these time traveler videos. So where does the water go? I know that if you look at this graphic of the United States, we could end up with more land if water ends up receding from our coastlines. So we could end up losing water from our coastlines after potentially a tsunami or whatever, a ocean moving event. Here's a video of ice gone in Antarctica, like, in 2026, like right now. Gone, See that? I don't see no ice there, yo. You see ice there? Oh, there's some off in the distance over there. Looking pretty slim. This graphic didn't draw itself. You can take a look at that all you want. Look at that whack area in the middle. Does that look like normal rotation to you, man? Look at the date right there. February 1st, 2026. Does any of that look like a normal Earth rotation to anyone out there? Help me out. Because that looks pretty whack, yo. Now, when you take a look at this picture of the ocean floor, you can really see what crazy terrain that is underneath that ocean floor. And I think that you can see these crack marks, when they rip and crack, are going to cause great tsunamis. Look at them cracks on that ocean floor. They are significant and they are indeed scary. And if that's not a tectonic plate, or what you would call an earthquake fault, what the hell would you call one? Now, look at this area over here by Australia. look at these cracks right down here. These are along the coast of the U.S. These massive fissures waiting to crack. And when they do, you see the United States coastline right there. And look at the size of them stress cracks along the coast of the United States of America. Here's some more super whack imagery, yo, of the bottom of the ocean, man. And think about what that terrain's going to be like if that ocean moves. There's going to be these massive rip canyons going all along this weird area. It's going to be crazy if this area does indeed empty out, what some of this landscape is going to look like. And I suppose most of this would turn into deserts. Now this right here, yeah, I think is around India. And this is supposedly where the new North Pole is going to happen. Excuse me, South Pole. My bad, yo. But anyway, this area right here, there's some major gravity hole occurring and some crazy weird activity. And you can see what a mess that is underneath there. And apparently this is going to become a problem area in the near future. So where exactly is that South Pole going to be? In there somewhere. So they say that a mystery spike in Earth's magnetic field is being linked to ringing in the ears and brain fog. That is the sound of Earth's core stopping, the trumpets that people are hearing. These planets rotate the opposite direction of us. They are going to stop the rotation of Earth and cause our rotation from 3 to 9 days go in the opposite direction before we finally stop and start going back into our normal direction as these planets leave the area. What planets? These planets that are all over in our skies and in our weather cams and being seen worldwide, everywhere, by everyone, except apparently NASA. They're the only ones that can't seem to see these things. So there's a lot of images of these things floating around, and sure seems to be a lot of people scared and interested as to what the hell these objects are in the sky and why maybe gravity might be disappearing for a while. Maybe has something to do with some of this stuff and some of the weather and some of the, seas rotating the way they're supposed to. And maybe some of that's got to do with this rotating the opposite direction, maybe, and being way bigger than us, suppose. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to guess. Because apparently that's what we're doing now. We're guessing what stuff is. Well, we've got a black star in the sky that casts no light. That's so huge and rotates the opposite direction of Earth. Something wicked comes this way, yo. Have they converted space shuttles to be 300-seaters? Have they? Well, people say, well, that would be ridiculous. They'd all die. Not if they were only going on a short trip. What if they were only going to the moon? What if they were going to a space station that's being built in outer space that you don't know about? You didn't know about the bunkers being built below ground. How would you know about one being built in outer space? What, are you there? Are you there now? Are you in outer space now? I don't think you're in outer space, are you? So there it is, folks. The black box in the sky is here. Stock up and prepare for a pole shift or anything